There we go. Welcome, YouTube. This is being streamed live in a very cringe way. I hate the way I introduce this shit. But this is the first episode of fucking... I hate doing this. I'm playing this goddamn game on Twitch. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Now, there's a big problem with this. Number one, I've played this game before. I'm a little bit into the game. Now, let's see how far. Well, artifacts unlocked 31. Level 8. I'm level 8. And if we look at the map...
Torture? It's a passion.
So I've gotten through 1, 2, 3, and I'm currently on 4, but there's still multiple things. As a Twitch streamer, it pisses me off. I do not want to stream a goddamn game that I have played before. I wish I could start from the beginning, but I can't, and I'm not going to because I've already played it. But from this point, this is where we are. So with that being said, what is this game? This game is, I don't fucking know how to explain it. You go in, you have your units. You're basically the monster in a dungeon, and you're kind of setting up the dungeon, and you're preventing adventurers from reaching the end and killing you. So we're gonna figure this out as we go. So we're at a point, when it comes to talents, I have talent points. I'm just gonna turn. I think the audio is pretty balanced. So I have things on here right now that are intimidation. So there's two ways you can attack in the game. Maybe I'll get into this once I'm actually in there. Monsters getting enraged. No, we'll just put the points in those. Sure. I'm not even gonna look at them. So you can see here, this is what you start with. There's nothing that's continues on throughout the game. Or what I mean by that is, because I beat number 1, nothing carries over to number 2. Same forth, number 2 to 3 to 3 to 4. Everything is new. This is what you start with, no matter what. It's just, I guess if you win, you get the reward, but that's only something that could drop in the game at some point. You don't get that from the start. So what do we start with here? We're the Beastmaster. We get what looks like goblins, undead, and fire. I really need to work on explaining things. I can't be a streamer and not know what the fuck I'm talking about. But then you get shit like this, where if you look at the stats, what do you see? So you start with a level 2 orc. He has 135 health. He has 5, I guess you can call it stamina. They don't lose stamina unless they die. If they die, they lose 1 to 2 stamina. Random chance. And then they have 60 power, I think that is. Fuck if I know. And then you have speed too. But we'll start with that in the game. So we're just going to start it up and play.
Let's get to work.
So promotion. So at the start of the game, you get one choice of a very strong, think of it like a mini boss in your dungeon. We are delighted to offer you the services of one of these interns who will have their own room in the dungeon. So you have the choice of Sanok-G, the mermaid matriarch. Infro. You have the choice of Chalcodian, and I'm pretty sure there is changes. Like you can pick different people too sometimes, but I don't remember if there is another one. Maybe these are the only ones for this guy. And you got to kind of pick. So what goes well with what you started with, the people that you came into the dungeon with. You could see physical damage, bleeding, nature, morale, demoralized. Attacks deal 50% additional damage per 25% morale missing. So what are you looking at? Now, what I like to do, because there's 2 ways to attack in the game, which is you can attack physically and kill them, or you can attack them with morale and make them run away screaming. Each have their benefits. One, you get blood if you kill them. The other one, you get tears if they run away. So physical nature, fire. Ice, air, enraged. Gains enraged 1 for each hero whose morale is under 75. And enraged 1 does damage and morale dealt, increased by 10%. 30 air damage and negative 20 morale. Terrified. Terrified is morale taken from attacks and traps, increased by 50%. Frostbite 2, 5% of maximum life is ice damage per turn. And you can see they even have resistances right about what they're good at. So we're just going to pick this guy. The Father of the Damned. So then we start, right? This is the schedule. This is what you go through. Each thing is 1 week. So we start, and what would we like to do? We got the Merchant, where we can buy new units. We got the Trainer. We started with the Pom-Pom, which is you can only place 1 group of monsters, but their life is increased by 50% and their power by 50. Okay, so we got the Trainer. We could train some people, and we got the Engineer to get some traps. So what do we start with? So we got Grogmar. It's a lot to explain. You know, sometimes I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at. But once I haven't played this in like a month or two. I think this is this a boss guy? I think it is. Or he's a big guy. He's a big boy. So he's got fire damage, and then you've got air damage. So they have increased power and increased... I like going morale. Applies burn 3, burn 4. No motivation loss when dying. 40% chance to use kamikaze. He's got fire resistance, armor. Armor and air he's bad at. High speed, low health. I think we'll keep him because he's new. I'm going to keep him, I'm going to keep Grogmar, and I'm going to go Splendor. Splendor down there, fuck that. We'll just put them all there for now. Excellent. What do we got for traps? We got Rallying Horn. Negative 10 morale. Applies Enraged 3 to the next group of monsters. Okay. That's good. And fire damage. Applies burn 3. And do you stack with fire? Applies burn 4. Sacrifices self to attack. That's for all? Does that even attack my teammates? I think it is. Oh shit. That's actually not good. Okay. So in that case, I have 350 gold. I think I'm gonna go Merchant. So we got a Furnace, 35 fire damage and burn 2. I'm starting to think maybe we go with the burning build. Just to be clear, when he dies, kamikaze. Unfortunately, I don't know if kamikaze... Interesting. I don't know if that kills my people too. So we got the... He's a good skeleton executioner. Lots of morale damage. Nature and poison. I'm going to buy this skeleton executioner, I think. Nature damage, poison 1. Attack supply 1 additional stack of poison. Back gains dodge 1 and 40% speed. Okay, bye. I'm happy with that. Now we can't go back. We have to go on to the next one. So we have Event, Merchant, Trainer. We're going to go with Event. Once upon a time, a wandering troubadour offers to sing for your employees in exchange for a modest sum. With the right employee, you could convince her to sing for free. So I could bargain. I could give her a unit, and I would get 1 stamina back. Remember, all my people are at max stamina right now because nobody's died. They only lose stamina if they die. Now, so this is completely worthless to me. So we're done. We've got the Alchemist. Transmute blood. We can't do it. Another event. Ah, lower levels of the dungeon. What will you do with it once you've killed it? Well, we're going to sell that bitch. Some good Money. A course. An opportunity to send one of your employees to an intensive training course. Well... which one would I do? Oh, that's Drodom. Wait a minute. Morale demoralized. There's at least 2 penalties. Huh. You know what? I like Ice Guy. Never mind. Ice Guy's coming back. What are you? You're enraged 4. I don't like you, I think. So we're gonna take that. So because I have room 1, room 2, I can only put down 1 group of monsters. So I want all of my monsters that I'm going to use in room 1 so I can pick between them and figure out who I'm putting down. So we're gonna go event again. Zluby's death. The cleaning goblin comes to see you weeping. Zluby, his pet stick insect, died in a mopping accident. Will you take Zluby to the resurrection room to harvest the goblin's joyful tears, sell the corpse to a gourmet chef, or organize a funeral? What should we do? I say we organize a funeral. Shall we? Or we resurrect? You know what? We'll resurrect. We'll be a good guy. And now we get to choose, who do we want to attack? What kind of dungeon do we want to defend? We got base adventurers. You can see the difficulty. 1 star, 2 star, 4 star. 4 sword, technically. Normal, hard. The first one has a disaster. The last one has a resting room. Now you can see under the hero section that there is either normal or champion. Or I should say veteran. There's like a normal guy or a veteran. The last one has 2 veterans. But the potential to reward is 3 to 4 times the amount of gold you get in the first one. So I usually like going the last one. A big old veteran. You can't go wrong with a veteran. But it is harder than anything else. Oh shit, you know what I forgot to do? Okay, before I do this, I gotta make sure I switch the game, shall we? Just give me a second, I'm just figuring it out. What's the game called? What's hold on. Legend of Keepers, not Dungeon. What the hell am I thinking? Legend of Keeper. There you go. This is a mature rated video game. Okay, well I'll put my stream in a mature thing. How is this mature? Really? Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out right now. So it forces you into the mature label. So it by default puts me in the mature label. Okay. As long as you're already doing it and I'm not going to get banned because I didn't put it. So it's based upon everything I'm looking at. It says it's already done. It's not that mature though. Like there's fighting and death, but that's it. Okay. Anyway. So here's the important thing. We're in room number 1, so we have to put people down. Now, who do we put down? That's a great question that nobody asked. You have to look at these people and figure out who they are. Unfortunately, they're kind of grayed out because I have my own people. But let's look at this guy. Let's look at the normal guy first. So he's a disciple. He's Yangze, whatever the fuck that is. He's got 405 health, 210 morale, 53, I'm assuming power. Yeah, it determines damage and morale dealt by combatants, and 45 speed. He's level 3. He takes fire damage, armor, so physical damage, and air damage really well. Now he's bad at ice, so we would not want to bring in the Yeti, the Yetigo, Nevrar, because he wouldn't do anything against him. Front, 53 ice damage, applies frostbite 2 to all monsters if the target's life is under 50%. Remove the penalty. Sorry. Removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. So that's going to be a pain in the ass, but that only goes once. So at some point in the game, he will completely remove the penalties of something on some teammate. Can't be affected by poison. Okay. Next, we got Hysteria. Level 3 Amazon, or Tier 3. 505, 45. So they have low speed. Very low speed, but a lot more morale. So takes a lot of fire damage. A lot of physical damage. So right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at... If I put down people that have a lot of fire damage or physical damage, that would be very smart. Now this bitch, Katarina, she's an invoker. 85 speed, blah, 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 blah. But she's 75% fire. So she's very resistant to fire, but takes armor, nature, and air damage. So now here's the other thing that you really have to consider. Right? So I'm thinking we're going to go in with fire and we're going to go in with physical. So let's just put people down. We know this guy has fire, so we're going to put him down right away. We know you have physical. We know you have physical, so we're going to put you down. Physical, air, morale, ice, air. They kind of take some damage. Okay, so here's my lineup right now as it stands. Now, here's the other thing you have to consider. Number 1, where do these people attack? Right? You look at number 1. 57 nature damage, applies poison 3, ricochets once to the monster position behind the target if the target is defeated. But where do they attack? They attack in the middle. So they do 57 nature damage to whoever's in the middle. Applies nature weakness to the monster with the highest power. Who has the highest power? Well, I guess whoever the fuck, random. Because they all have the same power. Can't be affected by penalties reducing armor or resistances. Okay. So you, front ice damage. Removes the penalty. So the only way they can attack right now is nature in the middle, ice in the front, and we'll see about her later, but who has good ice resistance? So you see this guy? His ice resistance is down. I know that ice is going to come here. So if I'm doing that, I got to take this guy. I want to put this guy in the front because he's the one who can actually tank the ice damage. So we're going to put that guy there. We got nature damage. He takes a lot of... He's very tanky with nature damage. So we're going to put him right in the middle just for now. And then we got this. Front fire damage. Ricochets once to the monster positioned behind the target if the target is defeated. So, unfortunately, this guy takes 40% fire damage. That's not good. That's not good at all. But if you look at his passive, God, I feel like I can't speak right now. He applies Enraged 1 to the other monsters in the group when the orc is attacked. So every time he's attacked, damage and morale dealt increased by 10%. And because 2 people attack the guy in the front, that's going to be pretty damn good. You know, these guys are going to do a lot more damage. So skill deals 20 ice damage to the monster with the lowest ice resistance at the start of each fight. That's going to be him. So nature damage to this guy, ice and fire damage to this guy at the start of each fight. And then right at the beginning, he's going to take 20 ice damage. Well, a little bit more, I think. Gives 2% of all heroes maximum morale back at the start of each turn. So this is a good lineup right now. This is a good lineup. Fire. Yep. So now what do I have? Front, physical, and then 18 morale minus. So she'll take physical damage. I could shred her. Front physical or front physical damage. So either applies bleeding or deals 100% of final damage to the hero position directly behind. So we're going to try to kill this bitch right away. Now this guy, 60 fire damage, negative 30 morale if the target is affected by at least 2 penalties. Now he attacks first, so that's not good. Negative 9 morale, demoralized 2. No, you. I want you. Ah, shit. I don't know why you're not letting me look at this guy. Let me look at this guy. What? Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to right-click this to understand exactly what demoralize does, but okay. Or fire damage, burn 3. So she's going to take a lot of fire damage and a lot of physical damage. We might be able to kill her turn 1 or 2. So I'm happy with this. This kind of works out. Now we confirm. Now we have trap. So what do we want to do for trap? We have 10 morale and applies a rage 3 or 30 fire damage, burn 3. So burn 3 turns. Now, because this is fire damage, at the back, fuck me, I really got to drink water instead of speaking so much. She doesn't take fire damage. She's very resistant to fire damage, and it's not worth it to do that. So we're going to do Rallying Horn. And then we have an intimidation room, and then we got that boss guy. Can't place any monsters because I have the pom-pom, which only allows me to place 1 group. Place another trap? Sure. And then you got the boss. The boss of the dungeon. So if they get all the way to the end, ice damage straight to the back. What, you also did fire damage at the start? Oh no, she has the highest speed. Okay. Okay, so now this guy's attacking. So I could do 90 and burn 3. That's going to be the best thing I could do. 129 damage. Now it's you. So I could do impalement. I can do a little bit of damage to them both. Or I could do bleeding 3. Now remember what he does. Removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. So she has 3 burn. Which means that's going to go away. Now, yeah, so that's not going to help me. So I'm going to do front physical and hit them both. Now they're going to get to attack. Remember, they get enraged because he's getting attacked. Nature damage, you ain't going to do shit. Okay, we'll just do a big cleave. Alright, so now we can do fire column and really fuck this bitch up. She should die this turn, actually. You're not dead? Okay, well that sucks. Oh, I guess she dies at the start of her turn. Okay. So because that was the start of his turn, he died to freezing. Now he lost stamina, so at the end of the fight, he's actually gonna be down a bit. This is a little rough, but I think we go burn 3. Take them out one by one. You die for sure. And she takes good physical damage. Unfortunately, it's about to be fire v fire, which is not good. I don't like fire v fire. Because we're not going to do shit to each other. Bum, 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 bum. I could go for a demoralization. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for a demoralization. She shouldn't do that much to me. No, 23. So now we're gonna start stacking demoralizing. We've killed these guys, but I think because of her fire resistance, the only way I'm going to be able to win this is just continually keep attacking her, killing her. Make her run away, make her scared. She's got terrified now. Morale taken from attacks and traps increased by 50%. And then she's going to take negative 25 morale on next turn. Oh, and I get one more? Alright. So she's below 50% now. And because she's below 50%, she does less damage and takes more damage. Okay. And now we got the rallying horn of negative 10 morale. Alright, so now I get an intimidation room, and what that means is that my boss gets to do some type of damage to the group, right? 60 fire damage applies burn 3, not good for her. Applies enrage 3 to the next group of monsters. Doesn't help because unless it counts on this guy, which I don't know if it does, because I only have one group of monsters. So we have intimidation, negative 44 morale, and terrified 4. Make her scared. So she has high health, but she's almost scared shitless. So now we have ice and air damage. Ice and air. So she'll take air damage, but we're not trying to do damage. We're trying to scare her, right? Terrified 2. So we want to do... Yeah, we do this. Torment. So she'll die next turn. Or run away, I should say. Another torment. There we go. And now I get to pick. What do I want? I got 219 gold. That's pretty good because I think the max was 225. Heroes scared, heroes killed. A little bit of blood, a little bit of tears. So we got possessed armor. Flame eater. Ooh. Fire damage adds 2 stacks to the penalty with the most stacks applied to the target. Damage dealt increased by 5% per stack of penalty. 30. 21 physical damage and 49 morale. He's got some good physical damage. 14 morale, burn 2, burn. Applies 1 random penalty. Okay. I think that's the best thing to do. This guy has a... When he dies, yeah, he gets the enhanced trap on the next trap, which is not half bad. But that only works if the trap is after him. We got nature, poison, morale, bounty. Bounty's pretty good too. I think that makes... There's something with the bounty. I don't know what it is. I think whoever kills the guy gets some stamina back if they're not full stamina. Okay. I think we go physical. Go possessed armor. I'm okay with that. So you can see, because they all died, they lost 1 each. He lost 2. Okay, so engineer, merchant. I don't think... Oh, you know what? You're the ice guy, aren't you? I think I'm going to take Grogmaro, and I'm going to put Willami. Engineer. Upgrade your active trap. We do have trainer. We'll just go event. Transcendental crawler. During one of his unintended dematerializations, it sometimes happens, Masak has discovered the remains of an ancient battlefield stuck between 2 dimensions and has brought an abandoned artifact from there. Unholy Shroud. Grants 50% to apply Frostbite to with monsters attack with which deal morale. So basically they could get Frostbite 2, which does 5% of their life as ice, if any morale attack damages them. I could sell it or I could take it. I'm taking it. Trainer. I want to see if we can upgrade anyone. Okay. Plus 20 life, plus 10 armor. I do like this. Back, center. Yeah, I do like this. Okay, we're training him for sure. Why can I not train him again? I think I just... maybe I'm not far enough in the game to be able to do anymore. We got him, we got you. Air weakness. Well, none of my people have air. -9 morale applies demoralized too. That's fire, that's physical. And this is ice. I do like this guy. Can I do both? 225 plus 150. I can. Great. Nice. Okay. Those are going to be my main guys right now. Trainer can't do it. Workout. I can... So this is for the boss now. This is for the guy down here. It's 1200 health, 24 life per week. So I could skip rope, get 60 life, but then I lose 20 tears. Now, I don't know why it bugs out. It says 1860. It's like I lost a lot of health, but I didn't. Event. Work accident. Trainee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the blood spice latte machine. Puck my life. 126 damage taken. That's quite a bit. We're going to insult them. Get a little bit more tears than we do have. Another veteran. So if we look at this, it's the same thing as last time. We have 2 veterans, 2 tier 3 people, 1 tier 2, 4-star. They have a resting room, and a resting room gives them the ability to gain health and morale back. Low gold, but we might get an artifact. And the artifacts are down here, which gives you the frostbite and they could be really good. They could be really good. So we're going to go in like this. So we got a Fountain of Youth, heals 15% of all heroes, maximum life. That's quite a lot. So we got 3 people, a Templar, an Enchanter, and a Harpooner. A Desba. So we're going to read him first. Ice damage. 62 ice damage, applies bleeding to, targets the slowest monster. Ice damage. I don't know if that's really good. You take a lot of ice. You are the slowest monster, though. Okay. I think that could work. Skill regenerates 30% of her maximum life. And gets 30% of her maximum morale back when all other heroes are defeated. So, killing them first might be better. Immune to Master's spells. Elias, the Enchanter. 24 nature damage to everyone. So that's kind of bad. Because people are not resistant to nature. Applies elemental weakness. Resistance is reduced by 20. Holy fuck. That's kind of crazy. Randomly moves all monsters to another position at the start of the first fight. Now that fucking sucks. Because if I'm putting people around to work really well, I kind of need to start with their positions changed in the hope that they have a 50-50 chance of being where I want them to be. Passive attacks regenerate the hero's life by 50% of the damage dealt. Wow. And a Templar. 71 air damage to the front. Applies vulnerable 3. Fuck. Replaces one of her penalties with a bonus 3 at the start of her turn once. Ignores the first attack suffered. You guys are really fucking me, aren't you? So, slowest monster. So let's put our people down. No, not you. You. 62 ice damage to the slowest monster. That's you. So that's good. You've got good ice resistance. So nature damage to everyone. So this doesn't matter right now because they don't do enough. Front, air damage. So we can actually put you in the front because you have air damage resistance. You're 25% resistant to it. And applies vulnerable 3. Damage taken increased by 30%. Holy fuck. So in order of who's attacking first, it's going to be Harpooner, Skeleton Magus, Enchanter, Templar, Possessed Armor, then Executioner. And if I'm looking at who I have in their attacks, we got back and front fire damage, which is fine with me, because he could kill the guy in the back. I'm more than happy to do that. And then we have... Your fire resistance is meh. Negative 60 morale, demoralized 3. Heroes adjacent to the target take 30% of morale dealt to the target. Okay. Back 60 ice damage, so that kind of fucking sucks. Now, his passive is, if he's at the front, he applies Terrified 2 when the Skeleton Executioner is attacked. Back applies Ice Weakness to all heroes at the start of the Skeleton Executioner's turn. Okay. So unfortunately, him attacking the back line, I mean, this guy's made to tank ice. It's not going to be very good. So he's going to have to go for a morale kill. And then you got physical damage. So you got back and area. Fortunately, I think we'll be able to kill the guy at the back pretty easily. Terrified 3 if the target's armor is negative, or you can do attack everyone, and 14 morale, applies burn 3, damage dealt doubled if the target is affected by burn. Okay, now, I'm okay with this. You know what I'm not okay with? The fact that this is how I want people to be, right? This is where I want them to be placed. But because of their skill, which randomly moves people around, it means I need to move everybody into a random tile, hoping that they randomly move here. So this is what we're gonna do. Actually, you know what? I need you. It doesn't matter where he is, whether he's here or here. Wait, maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move you to the front, actually. Guarantee you get back there. Guarantee you either get the front or the back, which I'm hoping you get the back. It all depends on this guy, the Executioner. I'm hoping the Executioner goes to the back. And that would work. That would work very well for me. If he goes to the front, it might fuck me up a bit. Okay, so we confirm. Trap, fire damage. Sure, we'll do a mortar. We'll do a mortar. We got you waiting there. Place a trap, rallying horn, why not? I can only place one at a time.
Fresh meat!
Fresh meat. Perfect! That's great. That's exactly what I want to see. That is wonderful. Back, 120 fire damage. You're goddamn right. Half dead already. Damage taken increased by 30%. So we got Shadow Fist. Negative 74 morale. See, this is kind of rough for me. Applies burn 3 to everyone? Okay. That might be really good. Nice. Oh yeah, she nullifies the first attack. All right, so now we got Chilling Threat, or we can go with the Demoralized, which we're going to go with the Demoralized. There we go. I'm hoping he doesn't die next turn. Negative 60 morale. Yeah, I think we just kill him. Uh-oh. Skeleton Executioner's gonna die. Uh-oh. You're both dead. That's not good at all. Yep. So you're dead, thank God. You're dead, unfortunately. He's not looking too good right now. We win. I'm pretty sure we win easily, but... Oh yeah, they get the, a random drawback. I think I go with a Shadow Fist. Lies burn 3. Ooh. We got the fire trap. Yeah, we go burn 3. Unfortunately, he doesn't live very long here. That sucks. He should die. Yeah, there he goes. Take the fire damage. There you go. Congratulations. And now I get to choose. What would I like to do? I could do Burning Whip, I could do Enrage 3, or I could do Intimidation. I think... Applies Burn 3. Do 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 do. Ice and Air. Ah, she's got so much resistance on that. We gotta go Intimidation. Alright. So 22 ice and 33 morale, or Terrified 2. We go 1 torment and maybe the next one a little more morale. Perfect. I don't know how many turns this is going to take. Do I not get Frostbite 2? 50% to apply Frostbite 2. Okay. Okay, so there was 2 Frostbite that added. Okay, good. Next turn, we should win. There we go. Easy peasy. So artifact now. Aegis. Creatures transfer their stacks of enrage to a random monster of the group when they are defeated. Liquid nitrogen capsule. Ice damage and monster attacks are dealt to the target's fire resistance if it is lower than the ice resistance. Okay. That could work. Nightmare Catcher. Immortalized deals 200% physical damage instead of morale. %200% physical damage. So it really only deals, like, each one would do 10 damage. Nah. I like liquid nitrogen. I think that's good. Okay, they're a little low. I'm not a big fan of that. Event. Professional Mourner. I thought that said Mounter. A Banshee has offered her crying services for a very reasonable price. You could get a smaller quantity of tears for free if you show her one of your employees to get her all emotional. Ooh. Do we pay money for tears? Sure. I don't have much money anyway. Collectors. Good thing they drink blood. Yeah, big O collector. These suit and tie vampires are here to collect. However, blood is more valuable than gold coins to them. They could even grant you monetary compensation in exchange for blood collection, and you would exceptionally be exempted from the taxes. 252 life lost if I do this, or I could just give them some blood. So I'm going to give them blood, get a little bit of money. Therapist. An employee morale review done by a specialist. We're going to do that. So there's many people with 2 down. I'm going to spend the tiers. Then we got black market, which we could sell some people, which wouldn't be a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I don't know how much I'd get from that though. Okay, black market. We're going to sell Gobram and Gogmar. Okay, a little bit of money. That's a lot of money actually. Now we got a champion, 5-star difficulty, a resting room, 2 tier 3s or tier 4s, and a champion. Reward rare. So the champion is a big time boy. He's real rough. Preparation H phase. So what do we got? We got Iris the Herbalist. Back, nature damage, applies elemental weakness. Skill, heals 25% of one hero's maximum life after a fight once. Can't be affected by poison. And we got Eduardo the Conciertist. 23 physical damage, applies bleeding 2. Applies dodge 1 to the hero with the lowest life percent at the start of each fight. That's going to be yourself, buddy, because you're worthless. Immune to master's spells. And then we got Zenaida, champion, the Druidess. Area, 60 nature damage. That's bad because the people that I want to bring in here don't have good nature resistance. It's nature, physical. Removes 3 stacks from each penalty applied to the Druidess at the start of each turn. Fuck. Damage dealt reduced by 20% for each penalty applied to the Druidess. I don't know what that means. Oh. Damage dealt reduced by 20% for each penalty applied to the Druidess. So if I can apply a lot of penalties, and she, even though she removes 3 each turn, she does less damage. I think. I don't think that applies to me. Okay, so nature. Who has good nature? You have... Fuck. You, and you. And you got physical damage. That kind of sucks. So what do you guys take? Physical air, fire, ice. Physical morale. So he does some good damage to the back line, and we could get that morale and ice damage. I think 35. I don't know how much more damage he would take there, but let's assume 80 damage on ice. Also got some fire damage. I might be able to do some really good Frostbite 3. Morale. Could be good to go for morale. Okay, so that's nature at the front. That's actually really good. So Sphenoid is really interesting because monsters behind the skeleton soldier takes 15% less damage. So if he's in front, he's protecting the people behind him. I think that's good. I think bringing him in is going to be really good. Ice weakness to all heroes at the start of the skeleton executioner's turn. Okay. And then we got you. That's area, nature. I'm a little bit worried about him, but he only does 23. I think this looks good. I don't even think I have to fuck with it too much. Now, when we got penalties, we could probably kill her. Morale demoralized. Fire burn 3. We can kill the guy at the back with fire, and then we can hit the guy. So I think we could probably kill the girl at the front and the guy at the back, but it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Dodge 1 to the hero with the lowest life percent. And unfortunately, you attack first, so I might have to go morale demoralized. Maybe not. Well, we'll see as we continue. I'm okay with that as is. Mortar, rallying horn. Maximum morale back. Okay, we'll do that. We got you. Next trap, rallying horn. And done we are.
Prepare to die.
Let's see how this turns out. He applied dodge to himself, as we thought. A lot of bleed. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water really quick before starting. Enjoy the music. Okay. That was some much needed water. I really need to get better at drinking. It's kind of hard. Like, you know, you stream, you talk, you blah, 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 blah. Sipping. Just sip. Sip every now and again. You know, I drink my coffee. Oop. I drink my coffee. I'm going to actually move my water to where my coffee cup was. I also feel a headache coming on. You know, one of those dehydration headaches? Yeah. Okay. So, you're attacking first. We know we want to go for the back line because you're weak as shit, but unfortunately you have dodge. So wasting that is not good. I could attack the front line, but they have high fire. They have high fire. So we're going to go area, Fear of the Dead, and this should break his dodge. There. Perfect. A lot of fucking damage so far. We got a front physical impalement, bleeding 2. I think we're gonna go with that bleeding 2. Try to get them out of the fight immediately. All right, now this is good. What is this? Ice resistance reduced by 40%. Holy shit! Really? No dick. I might just kill that guy at the back. Fuck him. Where did ice resistance come in? What? Ice weakness. Oh, wait, who the fuck does that? I'm so confused. I don't know who does ice resistance. I don't know why that came in. Okay, so we got fireball. Could do some serious damage to the girl at the front. Target is affected by at least 2 penalties. 90 ice damage. Wow, we're just gonna leave it for you then. Go for a nice burn on the girl in the front. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit worried he might die. He's gonna die. Fuck, you're both dead. That sucks. Okay, that's not good at all. Bleeding too. I'm not too happy about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And they're gonna go to a goddamn campfire and get 15% of their morale back, which doesn't matter. Fuck the morale. We're okay with that, actually. Yeah, get dick. Get big dick. Enjoy your morale. Got some good music, though. So we got 20 ice damage to the front, which is not good. We also have... well, that's actually for everyone. Just got 20 air damage. Air damage could be good. And he's got dodge, unfortunately. I think we go for the air. Because the air is going to guarantee that we break that dodge, too. Fucking champion, dude. Okay. Yeah, that looks good to me. Terrified too, though. It doesn't kill her. That's what I'm really sad about. Okay. That's okay. Hey, he's dead, though. That's good. Oh, good. She dies to that. How lucky with that 50% chance to get that? So now we got this bitch, which is going to be a little rough, I think. Fire, intimidation. Yeah, we go torment. And now it's just a matter of just attack, attack, attack. Keep going. All I can do. Whittle her down as much as I can. And she'll make it to the end. There you go. A little scream, a little scram. And he'll die this turn. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, so now we got Burning Whip, which does quite a bit of her health. I think we're going to do Burning Whip. Get that burn on her. Got this guy sitting in a goddamn chair. Very nice. Just a mopper. There we go. I think this is the first time they've ever made it to the end. So now he has Whiplash. Deal 104 physical damage. Regenerates the master's life by 20% of the damage dealt if the target is affected by bleeding. 31 air damage, applies bleeding 3, and 52 morale. Now morale is not what we're going for. We're going for a whip. It's a nice whip on that bitch. And it works. You know what? This is probably why the game wanted me in mature category. Gruesome surprise. Okay. Winged boots. Monsters placed at the front gain 40 speed. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Now we got a vampire. So you see the star above them? That's an elite. That means this is like this is the equivalent of a champion. So what does he have? 100 health, 80 speed, vampire level 2, Archibald. Deal physical damage to the front. Spreads the stacks of bleeding applied to the target at the hero position behind the target. So if they have 10 stacks of bleeding, it gets transferred to the guy behind him. 70 air damage. Damage dealt increased by 10% per stack of bleeding applied to the target. That ain't bad. And all attacks apply bleeding too. Not bad. I really like those boots. I really do like those boots. And gruesome surprise. Negative 55 morale applies terrified 3, but that's only to the front. But I don't have many good traps. I think we go with this. I think we go gruesome surprise. I think that's the best thing we do right now. We have so many units that it doesn't really matter. I don't think we need more. Doctor. Doctor. Fuck the doctor. Fuck the doctor. Now we can train him. So you can only train people once per thing. I think that's the issue. So we can upgrade him. A lot of resistances go up. More health? Holy shit. Okay. Same with you. A lot of resistances. Okay, we're going to train you up. And I'd like to train you too. And we'll train you too. Nice. Oh, we can train you too? Fuck yeah. Holy shit. Yes, sir. I can't even see. I can't go back to him to check. Zododium, what? I wish it told you what the fuck you unlocked. So it went up 10 damage-ish. That ain't bad. A lot of money spent. So we could do plunder. 3 volunteers to plunder the place of your choice. But then I lose them, and I can't use them in the next battle, which can be a real kick in the nuts. R&D manager. I've never seen this one. Developed a new trap and seems to be very proud of it. He secretly wants to sell it to you for a few gold coins. Well, that would be nice, but I have no money, so why don't you fuck off? Interview. Look in on your intern to check up on their progress. You're most wicked. I am horrified to discover I am having happy thoughts. A top-up of hero tiers would help me regain the sorrow necessary to complete my tasks appropriately. So, I have a couple options. I can't do this one because I don't have enough, but I can say, here's tiers, enjoy 40 resistances, which means all of your resistances go up by 40. Certainly here you are, plus 20, or I could just do enraged. Damage and morale dealt increased by 30%. No, just take some time and thinking about the sad things. I'm going to give him some tiers. He wants tiers, we're going to give it to him. We got veterans. Ooh. Now this has 3 tier 4s, but you get an artifact and some gold. Not a lot of gold, but we're going to do it. Traps, we're okay on traps. Hopefully I can get some good gold. I'd love to upgrade my traps next chance I get. Okay, so we're going to start with the level 5. An enchanter, Merlin. 26 nature damage. Applies elemental weakness to. Randomly moves all monsters at the position of the next fight. I'm not reading this correctly, but I'm really struggling right now. What time is it? It's only 2 a.m.? Holy nutbag. Attacks regenerate the hero's life by 50% of damage dealt. That's a rough guy to deal with. Physical damage. Damage increased by 50%. Target's fire resistance is positive. That's bad. Applies vulnerable 3 to the monster with the highest fire resistance at the start of each fight. And that does damage taken by 30. He's a Dragon Knight. Damage and morale taken from traps reduced by 50%. 65 nature damage applies poison 3, ricochets once to the monster behind the target when defeated. Nature weakness 3 to the monster with the highest power at the start of the second fight. Huh. At the second fight, really? Can't be affected by poison. So we got center nature, center physical, and nature. So if we're looking at who's good at nature, it's you 3. Always you 3. And then we got physical damage in the middle, which... You know what? That works great. I guess that's my question. Do I want you there? And then ice weakness. Ice damage from monster attacks are dealt to the target's fire resistance if it is lower than the ice. Good. Okay, so we're going to actually put the Executioner at the back. And the Gulam, possessed armor, at the front. That looks good to me thus far. That looks pretty decent. And he's got 65% armor resistance. You can't go wrong with that. So you do physical, you do ice. Ooh. That's not too good, actually. Applies burn 3. But this guy's going to be good to get penalties on him, so I think this is okay. I think this is a-okay. And ice and morale. They do have some low morale. I could just go for a morale fight, kind of. Okay. Okay, trap time. Gruesome surprise. We'll go with him. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy boy. And then they removes 2 penalties with the most stacks applied from all heroes. Luckily, that's not going to do shit. Then we'll do gruesome surprise. So whoever's left is going to get demoralized by seeing some hanging body. Can't go wrong with that. Alright. Resistance reduced. That ain't good. Okay, so because of this gives us a penalty, even though I like the damage going on both of them, it's gonna cause him to, oh no! I forgot that he moves everybody around. So that everybody moved in a position I really didn't want them. He's taking armor damage instead of him now. That's really bad for me. Literally anybody but him in the middle would have been great. And him being in the middle is actually literally the worst thing that could have happened to me. And you know how I could have prevented it? By paying attention and putting him in the middle to begin with. That sucks. Okay, so we're going to cause him to bleed. That way when he starts his turn, a penalty will come on him. Fuck. That's the worst thing that could happen. Him in the middle. That's bad. Terrified 3. Armor is negative. Okay. Sure. Yes, we will do that. A little demoralization, a little less damage. Come on, baby. More resistance is reduced. Not a big fan. We will go for a double attack. He's gonna kill him now, I think. Yeah, that blows ass. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, you're gonna attack him at the back? That sucks. Please don't die. If he dies, that's... Ah, that sucks. That really sucks. Okay. I think we go blue. A little bit of bleeding. Hopefully that kills him. No, you're not gonna die. Well, that is not good. Now imagine if he was taking all that damage to begin with. He wouldn't even be dead right now. Okay. A little bit of tears, a little bit of blood. He'll die to the trap, luckily. Really? Okay. So he'll die to demoralization now. Never mind, he gained some back for some reason. Show no mercy. Rage fire. We can cause him to run away now. Do 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 do. Vulnerable 3. So we got ice and air. Ice and air. We're gonna go with ice, which works out perfectly for us. Because he's gonna get ice resistance goes down, frostbite. We'll kill him this turn. I think. Yeah, he dies. Very nice. Too bad my people are all dying, but Horn of Plenty. Monsters have a 20% chance to deal a critical strike when attacking, plus 50% damage and morale. Demon attacks regenerate their life by 150% of damage dealt if the target is affected by burn. That would be great if I had a demon burn build. Heroes with less than 50% of their maximum morale lose 30 to all resistances. Ah, I like Horn of Plenty. I think homeopathic poison would be way better, but Horn of Plenty is good. You can't go wrong with a little bit of damage, or a crit. Chance to crit. We got a merchant. We don't care about the merchant. Unfortunately, we can't do any engineer because we don't have the money. Then I've never seen this before either. The 9th Thor. Goal Thor demands blood. Quench his thirst, and he will send one of his most dreadful avatars into the mortal world. Oh, I don't have enough. Summons a random monster of demon type, minus 252 life by choosing the ritual. Yeah. Give me something good. What'd I get? A Gurmy. A Gargoyle. 18 air damage and 12 morale. 45 air damage, applies bleeding 3, applies demoralized 1 to all heroes at the start of the gargoyle's turn. That's not 110. That's not a bad thing. The thing that I'm thinking is the demoralized 1 could work really well for Gwalami, which is that he applies 2 random penalties to anyone affected by 1 penalty. The problem is he's so slow that demoralized 1 does dick all. Demoralized 1 basically just, they'll all lose it by the time he actually gets to have his turn. But I'll still put you in here anyway. Who knows? Siege. Rent out some traps. Ah, fuck. What trap? I'd be happy to rent you out. Workout event. We're gonna go event. Budget increase. Good news, everyone. The board has declared that due to a great financial period, the company can allocate you extra resources in the form of a trap, a recruit, or cold hard cash. Okay, I'm gonna think about this, but I'm gonna be back in a minute or two. I just gotta do something really quick. I probably should have drinking before coming back, but you know what? There was some freezing rain here today, and all my wood from my wood stove, well, the wood that I had prepped to burn, got all wet. It has a thin layer of ice on it, so I need to make sure that my wood stove doesn't go out, because if it does, I'm fucked. Right? You ain't getting that shit started. You ain't getting wood with a thin coating of ice on it started. Then I'd have to go fucking set up more. Didn't breathe. I just came, sat down, and like, fuck it. Yeah, I gotta, when I come back, I really have to sit down, give myself 10 seconds to breathe and be like, okay, you just ran around, chill out. A trap, a recruit, or cold hard cash. A trap would be good, but we have 2 good traps that we have. Monster, another executioner. Maybe that's not bad. I guess the question is, here's the thing, I would happily take that if I was able to have 2 units, but I don't think it's beneficial to have 2 of these on one board, so I'll take the gold, which allows me to upgrade a trap if I can find an engineer down here. Vent, the demon fruit. While you were congratulating the cook for his dwarf cheek stew, he told you about a recipe based on demons' gonads. You want to sacrifice one of your demons to provide him with the required ingredients? Plus 10 to all masters' resistances. You know what? I kind of didn't like this guy anyway. So sure. Let me confirm though. Demoralized 1. Like that. He doesn't have good enough stats. So by all means, take him. Fuck him. I mean, cut him up and eat him. Eat his nuts. Some stats you can't go wrong with. Difficulty, disaster, heroes, monster, master bonus. What is master bonus? What the hell? I don't know what master bonus is. Fuck, I mean, I don't think it's... you know what I think it is? I think it's just like, oh, your master does this much more damage, or this much more armor, or this much more resistance. I'd rather have a potential good monster. Yes, sir. Come on, Gruntilda. Preparation H phase. Ooh! We got a fat short guy named Wu. Sage. Okay. So, oh, what are we looking at? Are they all... They're all the same. Okay. Sage. Ice damage, frostbite 2 to front. Penalty with the most stacks applied to all heroes at the start of his turn once. So that's kind of bad. What's his speed? 45. Damage and morale taken from traps reduced by 50%. Not good either. Hildir the Valkyrie. Air damage gains a random bonus for each target hit being faster than the Valkyrie. 105. Well, luckily no one. Heroes gain 2 random bonuses, 5, when the Valkyrie is killed. The attack removes 2 stacks from the random bonus applied to each target hit. Oh shit. So she gets a lot of bonuses, gives a lot of bonuses, and takes a lot of bonuses. That's bad. But luckily, the bonus that she's going to get from the area is not going to matter. And I don't think I give my own people that many bonuses to matter. Now, I did get Horn of Plenty, which is chance to critical strike. So I guess we'll find out. And then we got ice damage to back, dodge the activations of the first trap, and applies broken armor when attacking. Broken armor is armor reduced by 40. So ice, air, ice. Ice at the back, ice at the front, and air. Well, ice at the front, ice at the back. I could do some unique stuff here, something I've never done before in air. That, you know what? This really works for what I'm looking at. The question is, does this actually work in the way I need it to? Ice, 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 baby. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doo. So my ice can do their fire resistance. So that's the good question. So they do ice, they do fire, they do air. So you can attack front or back with fire. So you'll do -15, -15, -20. Ice damage, area or back, you'll hit their fire stats. So -15, -15, 20. So his area attack would actually be really good. Slowed, speed reduced by 40. That could be really bad because if I'm reducing her speed by 40, that could give her... That would make... Uh-oh. That would make him faster than her, and I don't want that. That's actually really bad. So I'd have to go to the back, and I'd have to kill Jane, I think. Okay. And then we got this guy. Air damage applies air weakness to... air to everyone. That's not good. Damage dealt increased by 100% if the target's air resistance is negative. So that, you are not good. You're not worth it. In which case... What is your... ice. Okay. Morale. Honestly? Physical. Ooh. Okay. Sphenoid down. Perfect. I think that works. We're bringing the Yeti in for the first time. So he dodges the first trap. So I'm going to put Rallying Horde down. And what we're going to do next, we're going to skip that, and then we're going to put down Gruesome Surprise. There we go. There's a lot to think about in this game. Like, you really have to make sure you're setting shit up properly. Okay. Nobody's faster than you, so you get nothing. So we want to hit the back. The back is going to be super important. Could do a burn on the front, though. No, I think we killed the back. Bleeding too? Sure. Fuck you. Fuck you, don't smack me. Little ice on the back. Big old block. Now she's a little bit over half, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't like that it doesn't look like I'm going to kill her this time. Oh, I sneeze. Actually, when does she get to attack? Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll go a little bit of impalement. I think that's going to be a little more important. Please, you don't kill her, do you? Shit. 98 ice damage. Slowed. That's not good. I can't slow them. If I slow them... 5%. 64. There's no chance, yeah. Unfortunately, he definitely dies, I think. I'll burn you. Yeah, you die. That sucks. You get punched. That's bad. As long as you don't die, I'm okay. Okay. Okay, we kill you. Fantastic. If you get to attack, things might be okay. That's wonderful. And unfortunately, you don't die. You do not die. Well, you do to fire. He dies to fire. Great. But he dies now too. Okay. So we've killed 2 in the starting room. Now we go into the next. A disaster. Okay, so this is a new one. So now I get to pick. What kind of disaster do they face? There's 30 physical damage, applies frostbite 4. There's 40 ice damage, applies easy target, damage taken from traps increased by 100, but that's not going to matter because by the time it matters, it's going to be... my traps don't do damage. Then we got blizzard. So 140. This doesn't matter. Physical. Well, I guess that's a good question. Ice or nature? Yeah, I guess we just do snowballs. That's going to be the one that does the most damage and has the most potential to do anything. Air and ice. Nope, we gotta go ice. You ain't doing much, are ya? He really isn't. Oh, you don't do much to me either, though. Enjoy the fucking. But you get random buffs now. I don't like that. I think that's unbalanced and bullshit. But I do have a potential to crit. So... Come on. There you go. I'm amazed how little damage she's doing to me right now. That's kind of insane. Goodbye. Okay. We got the Succubus, Charnella. Fire damage, burn, nature damage, poison. Attacks ricochet to the hero positioned behind the target if the target's armor is negative. That could be really good. We got Orc, which we don't need. And we got Limbo Reaper. Physical, doubled if the target's fire resistance is negative. Fire damage, fire weakness. Fire weakness! That could be really good. Okay. That could synergize well with my fire guy. Can't go wrong with that. Engineer, yes please. Give me some upgraded trap. Now how do we upgrade the guy who's hanging? Ooh, 200? 325? Yeah, we could do that. Okay. We upgrade you too. Fantastic. Plunder Seminar? Sure. The monstrous resources manager feels that your employees are at the end of their rope. As such, she is suggesting you different activities to stimulate them. Metallurgy workshop. Bonus. Armor increased by 40. Oh. Self-serve buffet. Bonus 1 motivation. That could be pretty good. Magic initiation. Resistance is increased by 20. Oh, fuck. But that's only for 2 turns. So basically, my monsters get that for 2 turns. Look, this is great, but who's to say they even use, take physical damage? This could be good, but I have a lot of people who need motivation, so I think I'm going to go motivation. Because here's what happens. Anybody you put in your garrison will recover their stamina. I think it's 1 to 2. 1 to 2 or 2 per thing. But they have to miss a fight, which means you have to take the people that you really like, put them in the hotel or the tavern kind of thing, and you just can't touch them for actual fights, not just weeks. It's got to be actual combat. And that can suck. So if you get to the end of the game and your guys are dead because they lost all their stamina, you cannot use them, and that could be really bad. So I'm going to go with the self-serve buffet. It's the cheapest option, but yeah, frankly, I think it's the best one. Another engineer, another chorus. Well, I'll click on chorus just to move out. A letter from the Monster Training Camps Center offering to train one of your employees for a large amount of gold. The training would take 8 weeks plus 2 levels. Ignore. Too bad. So sad. I do want Joanna in here. I don't like Gruntilda. Gruntilda, get the fuck out. Alchemist. Holy shit, how many more fucking fights do I have to go through? Okay, a wizard with a strange hat has fallen shit from the sky and landed in the entrance hall. He was carrying a mat. Oh, he's carrying one. I thought I had to buy one. Monsters placed at the front deal 2% additional damage per missing life percent. So 50% would mean they do 100. Okay. No, I'll take that. Thank you. Champion, 5-star, resting room, rare, a rare something. Yep, I'm happy with it. Show me the money. I'm getting sleepy. This is a 7-hour stream. That ain't bad, actually. Okay, we got some good music now. Samurai. Fuck samurais. Okay, we got Rafar, a ninja. Fucking samurai ninja. And whatever the fuck this guy is, a virtuoso. What a nerd. Area damage, nature. Nature applies poison forward a monster with the highest life at the start of each fight. That could be bad. Speed increased by 20. Okay. Physical damage applies bleeding 2, applies dodge to the hero with the lowest life percent at the start of each fight. Gains shell 2 at the start of each fight. And he's Randy. Okay, didn't need to know that, buddy. Front, 78 air damage, applies air weakness 3. Passive ricochets to the monster behind the target. This guy's Miyamoto. Miyamoto, the samurai champion, level 8. He's fucked though. He ain't shit. We're gonna show him he's dick. Ricochets to the monster behind the target if the target's air resistance is negative. So in this fight, there are a lot of little things you have to pay attention to. Because if you don't, you're gonna get fucked. Right? I need to make sure that the guy in the front does not have a negative air resistance or he gets fucked. I need to make sure that the guy with the highest life can take the poison, you know. Damage dealt increased by 1% per life percentage point lost by the samurai. So the more damage he takes, the more damage he does. And he already starts with 78. That ain't nothing. 30. So air damage. He takes air damage. Fuck, and I didn't bring on Brentilda. Ice, air, fire, air. Shit. Fire, armor, air. One-time air would have been really good. Fortunately, this guy does a lot of air damage, so even if they get through the first guys, who cares? I do wonder... Oh! So I guess I could skip this one and just have them start here. But I don't want to do that. Okay. Ooh. Fire at the back. Not worth it. Gruesome surprised. Negative 55 morale. Not worth it. Rallying horn, sure. Highest life. So front air damage. Only one negative air damage. I'm okay with that. We're gonna put you at the back anyway. Does anybody do air damage? Ice, physical, ice, armor, physical. Fuck. Oh. Physical front damage doubled if the target's fire resistance is negative. I really do like that, and I really do like this. Front air. Morale. The problem is he does morale. Why did I bring him in? There was something that he did that I was like, you know what? I want him in. Poison nature. So he does physical damage ×2. That's good. He can kill him very quickly. And then you. Nature, physical, air. Who's the best at air? You could take a lot. Sphenoid. Sphenoid, baby girl. BB girl. I think you're it. We go for that early damage on the front. Unfortunately, everybody else is kind of fucked, but we could kill the guy in the front immediately. Guy front immediately. These guys are gonna kind of struggle, actually. I think that works though. Excellent. Next. Nice. If they make it past Father of the Damned, I'd be genuinely surprised. You know what I'm saying? I'd be genuinely surprised. Gruesome surprise. Enjoy the hanging body.
Come get some. Go, 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 go.
A lot of debuffs, unfortunately. Dodge. Really? Who attacks next? That's bad. Okay, we're gonna go demoralized. We're gonna start with that. Get that dodge off. I don't like how much damage you guys are already fucking taking. But we can kill him, borderline. There you go, baby. You got it. Now throw the fucking... Bail! You're gonna kill him? Alright, let's go. That's a dirty fucking hit. I knew I could kill him that quick. I didn't think I'd be able to kill him that quick with the dodge on him. Wow. I think we're gonna go for this. 86. 51 fire damage. The more, if I attack him, he does more damage, which is really bad. Demoralized, though. Oh, wait a minute, back. He loses a lot if I hit him with that. Fuck it, we'll do it. He might do a little more damage, but... Oh my goodness, gosh dang gracious. Okay. I don't like that. That is bad. A little more demoralization. Fuck, bro. Okay. Oh shit, that's a maximum morale. Fuck. Luckily, you stupid asshole, you're worthless. You're not who I'm focusing on. Ice. Morale, frostbite, terrified. Okay, we go that. I hope he doesn't do a shit ton of damage to me, but we're gonna find out. Shell. Okay, that's not too bad. I could work with that. I think I'm gonna end up killing him. Oh my god. I might survive one more turn, but that might be it. Mm-mm. 35. Yeah. Alright, you're dead. Here's what's gonna make the cincher. Whether or not I beat him this turn is gonna depend on frostbite. Right? And what I mean by frostbite is I have the 50% chance to apply frostbite 2 with monsters' attacks. So do I get that 50% or do I not? If it goes up to 4 or 3, then we know. Nope, didn't count. Motherfucker's at 2 health. 2 health. Ah. Oh, he's dead anyway. Fuck you. Okay, so vampire we know. I'm not a huge fan. Protean barrel. I have full artifacts. I don't need this. You can only place one regular trap, but it gains multi-action at the start of a dungeon. Huh. That would have been really nice, but I don't care. Phillips. The Headless Knight. Air damage, 60 morale, terrified 3. Nature damage regenerates the Headless Knight's life by 50% of damage dealt. Heroes killed by the Headless Knight come back to life as a ghost in the group of monsters. That's pretty good. I really do like him. I've gotten him once before. He's not half bad. I think there's one more fight. One more fight before the end of the game. So we don't use... We kind of use everyone, but we don't really use Nivrar. So I'm gonna change him out. Yeah, we're gonna go doctor. Well, that doesn't help. Thank you, though, you stupid asshole. Business trip, plunder. I'm not plundering. I don't want to plunder. Fuck. That's bad. 1 volunteer. How many fucking things? I'm confused. 3 weeks. Okay. The volunteers have savagely plundered a neighboring cattle farm. But in their joy, Willarm ate too much. It will take 3 weeks for their stomach to calm down. Hopefully they have taken with them enough fresh and bloody flesh to stimulate their troops. Haste 3 applied to all monsters for the next dungeon. That's pretty decent. And we got +2 thingy. Okay. I am gonna go black market. And I am gonna sell. So you can see he's here. So he's gone for 3 weeks. We're gonna sell Gruntilda. Goodbye, Gruntilda. A little bit of money. Interview. I want to upgrade my trap for sure. We're gonna do the interview. Your infernal pestilence, my primary care necromancer recommended that I use a more suitable ergonomic setup at work. The company insurance won't cover the purchase. Surely we can work something out. I'll give you what you need. I ain't giving you no pom-pom, bitch. I ain't giving you no pom-pom. Passive. Enrage 2 for each hero whose morale is under 75%. Eat a dick. That's actually not too bad. That's pretty good. 200 gold would not be bad, but I'm about to upgrade some traps, so I don't want to do that. You know what? Certainly not. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. $75, 20 in a rage 3. Yes, sir. I shall. Take her back. Exceptional. How many champions do I have? Just the one. We'll go with an event. Once upon a time, a wandering troubadour. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. That's great. Thank you. Singing in a song. Event. Thirst for revenge. A young man manages to sneak up to you and threaten you with a rusty blade, his face streaked with angry tears. He seeks to avenge his family, tortured and devoured before his eyes. You can gently pat him on the shoulder and show him the exit, amuse yourself with his suffering, or offer him as a gift to your employees. We're going to spare him, mainly because I need more tears. And we're a nice guy. But if you ever fucking come back and you threaten me again, you're dead. Trainer. Unfortunately, we can't train anyone, so we're just going to move right the fuck on. Really? There's 2 more fights? How many more fights is there? This is crazy to me. I'm fucking exhausted. We're going to do it. Okay, monster trap. A good trap. Okay. Yep. This is crazy. These are some long ass runs. Arthur the Knight, 68 physical damage, bleeding. Enraged all heroes at the start of the fight, gains enraged 5 when another hero is defeated. Air damage tiredness to the back, gives 25% of one hero's maximum morale back after a fight once, can't be affected by demoralized. So can't kill him with morale issues. Fire damage ricochets to the monster if the target is defeated, deals 26 ice damage. The monster with the lowest ice resistance at the start of each fight. Morale losses are reduced by 50. So basically, I have to kill these guys. Morale is not really going to work against them unless I have some really good way to do it. So, physical damage to the front, air damage to the back, fire damage to the front. Is anybody good at physical and fire? Physical and fire. You're pretty good at physical and fire. Physical and fire? Is it 50 and... Okay, 68, 50. Well, yeah, actually, you're more balanced. Physical fire, physical fire. Physical fire, physical fire. Okay, so you're pretty stable at the front. Air damage at the back. Air damage at the back? Alright. Luckily, these guys do damage. Oh, but that's all physical, and you do physical. That's not good. Oh, yeah, you're not good. But you're pretty balanced. So I guess we'll just sit here and take it. So with that being said, air, physical, fuck. Okay. You do 60 air damage to the back. That's great. 40 nature damage to everyone. That's better. You are fucking good. I'm happy with you. You suck ass. The only other thing that they might take, we got physical fire, kind of ice. The physical fire, nope. Physical fire. Ugh. Fire. Morale. Morale ain't it though. Uh-oh. Well, this is kind of rough. Morale. But that doesn't matter. Okay. So nobody here is actually really good. I don't like this at all. Fire at the front, fire at the back. Like, that ain't good, though. That ain't good. Look how much health they have, too. I think I'm just going to have to go with Sphenoid. Sphenoid and Hope. Lowest ice resistance. Uh-oh, that's you. No, that's you. That actually works. That's okay. I don't feel good about this. I don't like it. I don't feel good about it. So we have Gruesome Surprise, which, you know what, we will put up because I don't know if he's going to actually die. And these guys don't really get demoralized. So, nice. Good to see you. I mean, that's the best I got. Nice. Straight to the back. We got Head Throw, or we could do Area Nature Damage, which I kind of am leaning towards Area Nature Damage. And you can see he heals from that too. Okay, we'll go... Fuck. Yeah, this is not... This is gonna be rough. Shadow Fist. I wonder... Oh, if I went bleeding and air damage for Terrified, I'd actually would have... Oh, shoot. I booped my mic. This guy would have given some penalties, which I maybe should have considered. 27 physical damage and 27 morale. Burn 3. Okay. Yeah, we'll go Flame Strike. I'm not happy with it, but it's something. Fortunately, they got the morale campfire, which isn't that good, right? Because I'm not going for the morale. I ain't going for no morale. Okay, Soul Drinker. Get that heal up. Yep. And he's got the burn now, so he should give another penalty too. Get that penalty up. So what'd you give? You gave nature resistance reduced by 40. That's great. Air resistance. What a waste of space. And it looks like bounty? Bounty and poison? Okay, that's good. It's a good start. If you live through this, I'm pretty happy. I'm doing way better than I thought I would. I'm genuine. I thought I'd be dead way quicker. I did not think that the game would go this well. Yep. Oh, you die. That sucks. He did a lot of damage. Him getting that turn would have maybe guaranteed that I won, but that's okay too. So if I can kill someone right now, I get them back as a ghost, but I don't think that's gonna see because he did bleed. It doesn't count. Uh-oh. You know what? We'll just go to bleed. Enjoy bleeding, my friend. So you two are gonna live. That's crazy. I did not believe that you would. Whoa. So you die too. Okay, so this is it. And then they come back as a ghost. Nice. Negative 40 morale? Or do we just smack them? Give them a good smack. With some plasma. You have successfully protected the treasure. Dungeon defeated. Heroes killed. Mortar? No. Electrical coil. 35 air damage. Applies air weakness 3. Ricochets once to a random hero. Bag of Aeolus. 25 air damage. Applies slowed 2. Here's the problem. None of this fucking matters because the trap is never before. Well, I shouldn't say never. It is very rarely before. I'm going to go with this. Electrical coil. I don't think I'll ever use it, but it's there. Okay. So we got engineer collector's event. I definitely don't think I have enough money to upgrade. Shit, I really wish I did. Okay. 50. 20 in rage. No, we're gonna upgrade that though. No, we'll upgrade that too. Why not? Who knows? Who knows where this ends up? I'm gonna do this and then we'll be right back again. Luck. I've never seen these before. Lucky me. You placed a bet on a boar racing game during the lunch break. The one you chose finished first, and you won the jackpot. You could also use your winnings to throw a party for your employees. +1 motivation for all available monsters. Yeah. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. A little party for the boys, you know what I'm talking about? Why not? Bloodthirsty coach. Some kind of ogre claiming to be a monster trainer offers you his services in exchange for some fresh blood. One of your employees could help you lower the price. Monster trainer. You're gonna monster train him? By all means, I'll pay. Get him up there, boys. This is the last one. Week 43. Black market therapist. Event. We're gonna go event. Recycling. The walk-in fridge is full of bodies. The doctor could resurrect a fresh human and transform it into an employee for exchange for a little blood. Skeleton magi. Magus. That's pretty fucking good. The problem is, Dehodium and Joanna really scale well together, and with that, I might as well have somebody else in there. So, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna say no way, Jose. Champion. Tier 5. Champion 2 tier 4s. Alright, well, I'm gonna be right back before we start this. Give me a minute or two. I say a minute or two. Give me a couple minutes. Probably less than that. Who knows? Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna let myself breathe a little bit before I read a bunch of shit. You know, I recently got one of those, like LED lanterns. You know, it's like one of those old-time lantern things, but they're new and LED. I feel so weird. I'm going outside, I'm walking up to like the dark tree line, and I'm like holding it out like one of those fucking, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. One of those old guys who's just like, you know, holds out the lantern before he gets attacked and eaten or some shit. I'm just like, Fox, you out there? Fox isn't out there yet. Seen some tracks, but she hasn't shown up just yet. But what's the date? Last year she showed up 24 hours from now. So we'll see this year. I don't know. Could be a little later, could be... Like I said, I'm seeing some tracks, but I feel like there would definitely be more tracks if she was truly hovering around and wasn't just walking through. Mr. Fisher has very different tracks than Fox. Mr. Fisher hops in the snow. It's kind of like, you know, just big divots as he hops. But Fox will kind of meander and walk around, and lots of loop-de-loops. And okay, what are we looking at here? Got Short McGee, Sun the Sage. Ice damage. Removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of his turn once. Removes the penalty with the most stacks applied from all heroes at the start of their turn once. So I think what that's saying is if I put bleed on him and her, that it will remove bleed from everyone. That kind of fucking sucks. Damage and morale taken from traps reduced by 50. Helga. Fire damage. Applies burn 2. Heals 25% of one hero's maximum life after a fight once. This skill also removes all penalties. Okay. Bad. Okay. Back. Ice damage. This is Kalishta, the Necromancer. Champion. So back, ice damage. Passive brings a dead hero back to life as a skeleton warrior at the start of each turn. So killing her first would be best, but I don't know if I can. Gains Enrage 2 when the Necromancer loses morale. Well, I don't know if I like that. So what is that? Ice at the front, ice at the back, fire everywhere. Ice. Fuck, all of you are bad at ice? Are you kidding me? Shit. That ain't good. That is not a good start. So you have the lowest, so we're going to put you at the back because you're going to be able to take the most. Fire everywhere. Fuck. Phillips, I'll put you there. Front, physical damage if fire is negative. That's good. You can do quite a bit of damage to him. So they take ice, physical, air. Fire, nature. Okay. Fire, armor. So armor seems to be a pretty good. Physical damage seems to be a pretty good. Air, nature. Back, air. Okay. Maybe. Moralize 3. So here's the problem. I can't attack her with morale things, or she'll get enraged, which will stack. And enrage does what? 10% damage? So every time you attack her with a morale boost, she's like, I'm getting a 20% damage boost. No bueno. Now, unfortunately, he attacks kind of fucking everyone with morale issues. So I'm going to have to make sure that he's hitting her. Back ice damage. Okay, that works. So back ice damage, nature damage across the board maybe. Back air damage. And front physical. Well, I'm not a huge fan. Oh, hold on. What if I put him here? It takes 25% less damage. What about that? He takes the least amount of damage, which will keep him alive for the longest period of time. He heals, and you do physical damage, which works really well because everybody kind of is not very good at physical damage. I think that works out really well. I think that works out half decent. Air. At the back though. Mortar at the back. Gruesome surprise. We go electrical coil. I think that's the best thing I can do. We got this dick. Hey buddy, how's it going? Place your monsters, eat my ass. A little mortar, I guess. We can't give her enraging. And he doesn't take morale damage from traps, so it's not...
Go get some.
I have a feeling this is going to be way closer than I'd like it to be. Area fire damage. I'm gonna go with a head throw. But she can only bring a dead hero back once. So... only bring a dead hero back once. I'm just struggling. I can go for that front hit. Yeah, we'll go for that front hit. 200 damage. You can't go wrong with that, baby. Come on. That's a lot more damage than I'd like. Fuck. Okay. I may not take as much as I had hoped. We're gonna see how this turns out. I'm not very confident right now. But the Headless Horseman here is going to heal off this, so that's good. It'd be really nice if you could get a kill before dying. No. Wait a minute, maybe. Oh, you're... Okay, that is amazing. Great. Look how much she takes. Holy fuck, 300. That's crazy. We could go with a heal. We're gonna go with the heal. Just to keep you alive a little bit. If If it means you last an extra turn, more than happy. Infernal Chains, we'll kill this bitch. Goodbye, champion. I'm amazed. I thought for sure that I was dead very early on. And you too, bitch. Have a nice day. I wish you nothing but the best. What? How do you live with 16 health? You know what? Take a head. On the house.
Mog, we have a problem. One of our keepers is facing a spectacular invasion. All hands on deck. We're calling back all demons and skeletons. As an experienced slaveholder, you should be able to put together a team without necromancy or summoning. We're counting on you to do a lot of work with very few resources. If you can pull that off, the management will be very pleased.
Okay, so this bitch is like the tutorial one, but I'm guessing that at the end of every single like campaign thing, she kind of comes in and like this time she's saying, next time you don't get any demons or skeletons. You from what I understand, what do you work with? Orcs? Orcs and undead, maybe? I don't know. But not bad. Score 38,200. Employees slaughtered 23. Gold gathered 2,925. Weeks 43. Dungeons defended 8. Blood and tears collected 255. And heroes defeated 21 by killing, 3 by scaring. Which is crazy because normally I go by morale. That's my preferred method of getting them out. But it all depends on what you get.
I'm stronger now!
Nice.
Torture? It's a passion.
Good. And then we get the next one. What do you get? You get ghosts? Oh, ghosts! Wait, I thought I didn't get demons, though. Why do I still have some demons? Skeleton. Orc Sorcerer. Orc Sorcerer. Nega. Dark Magus. Pile of bones. 35 morale ricochets to the hero position behind the target if the target is affected by demoralized. And rallying horn. It'll be good to have 2 groups of units again. It's a little harder to manage that, but it ain't bad. And then I also have, like, there's a completely other, like, you have another hero, and you can go through this, and then you have this guy, or chick, and then you can continue on, and there's a bunch of, 5 other people, so I have a feeling that this game is going to keep me busy for a while. And it's a good stream game. I don't know how long I've been playing this section, but it's enjoyable. But I think that's it for my stream. I can't do another run of this today, but I will soon. So that's it for me. Have a great day, a great night. Goodbye, good night, and fuck off.